Hello everybody and welcome back to MechWarrior, where it's really not going well. We need a good contract here to repair our Jenner. Retrieval of captured mechs. Defensive landing facilities with a medium mech. Oof. Destruction of an ammo dump. We'll try that. And honestly, we need more than 100k C-bills for that. Let's try 150k. What do you think of what do you think of that, Davian? If you let me get to the submit button. There we go. Okay, they accepted that. Of course, it's 3029. We are currently 23. And I have not seen anything at all about any sort of failure in terms of timing. So I think that is in fact not a thing. But we'll find out here in a bit. So, let's see if I am capable of... Oh, we just get this for free? I think we just get this for free. That's nice of them. At least we don't see any enemies. Let's just get around over here. So that changes the radar. Gotcha. I think this radar is more useful, but any way you slice it, this is not a very useful graphical interface. Oh, there is an enemy there. Look at that. He is very, very damaged. Let's fire a missile at him. And let's go a bit this way and turn our torso this way. Here he comes. Need to go down a little bit. Oof, we're going to run straight into him. Okay, I think we took him out, maybe. Hey, we succeeded. Fantastic. Our Jenner is at 77%, but it was damaged going into that. So let's go ahead and see. Repair all. We don't have enough money, obviously. So first priority is definitely getting our armor maxed out. So let's go ahead and get our armor up. There we go. Next priority is getting these lasers functional again. Fantastic. Now our engine. We can't afford that. What about these actuators? Yeah, we can get those running. And we can get our jump jet up and running. But we cannot get our engine going again. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and reload. There we go. And we are ready-ish to go out again. Heavy on the ish. Oh man, these repair costs are insane considering these are not paying much money. This one's got a medium in it, and I don't feel confident taking on a medium mech. This one's got a heavy in it. So yeah, like 400k? That's like nothing. Disabling of a weapons factory. Let's try it. Okay, off we go. There is one enemy here, looks like. Let's head straight over. Avoid whatever this thing is. I do see an enemy over there. What is he? He is a Jenner with a moderate amount of damage. Not a huge amount, but some. Come here, you Jenner. Okay, let's go this direction and have our torso offset a little bit here. And can we fire on him from here? Almost certainly not. Yeah, definitely not. He's still too far away. We might be able to run by him and fire on the factory. Or we might be able to kill him. He's now on the move. Okay, let's go ahead and do some damage to him. Come on. Oof. We are taking quite a lot of damage, but we can maybe make a run at the factory. Something like this. There we go. And let's just run around in a circle around it a bit. I think we killed it. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do that. We didn't get any salvage, but we also didn't take all that much damage. We took some, to be sure. 253,000? Oh my. Oh yeah, that's right. We still needed like 233 for our engine. All we took was armor damage. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20,000 there. That's not too bad. But man, this game is very unforgiving. The enemy pilots, they don't have any of the control clunk that I have. Okay, this is a medium here. This is a heavy. Disabling of a weapons factory. Didn't we just do that one? Well, let's do this one again. Fantastic. And off we go. Nobody on the radar. I'm gonna guess that there's somebody right around this hill again. We'll find out. What do we got here? Also, I want to do some key binding changes. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Right now, my firing weapon is bound to A, and that's not really working. So I'm going to change this over to be... There we go. To be a trigger. Whoa, now. Okay. I think we're good. It decided to fire everything off at the beginning there, but I think that was because I accidentally clicked. Okay. This is indeed a Jenner here, as expected. Come here, you Jenner. What do you got? I mean, it's a little bit wounded. Let's go ahead and take a couple of pot shots here. And we're overheating. Did we kill it? Hey, we killed it! Okay, that was exciting. There's a bit of feedback issue with this, although we did take a whole lot of damage there. Wow, heavy damage on our engine now. Even though we only took a couple of armor hits. That's insane. Well, so much for all of our earnings. Oh boy. Can we even afford to reload? We cannot afford to reload. Nice. There are some major issues with the cost of doing business combined with the rewards here. So this one has a medium mech in it, participating in a hostage raid. Destruction of mech facilities has a heavy, but maybe we can run by the heavy? Let's give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? By the way, 5 years have passed, so I have no idea if there's a limit on that or not. Okay, so the heavy is right over here. Specifically, it is a... I have no idea what that thing is. What I do know is that we are going to try to do a run-by. Run by him, kill the facility, call it a day. We are a whole lot faster than he is. He's also still a little bit between us and the facility. So, let's go ahead and head around this way. We are outrunning him, I think. I hope. Okay, let's see what we can do on this facility. There we go. Getting some good damage down. And we got it. Fantastic. Okay, so that's the plan. 368,000. Nice. Okay, so now we're making some money. Yeah, that I think is how we do this. So this thing is completely functional. Let's go ahead and reload everything here. There we go. And let's look for more contracts like that one. That was great. Let's see. Destruction of an ammo dump. There's a medium mech here. Can we bump this up to 300,000 C-bills? We can. Let's do it. So let's just avoid mech combat. What could go wrong? Later on, when we have a couple friends... Oh, hey! It was just free. Fantastic. 276k. Okay, a planetary assault. I don't know what that means. Elimination of garrison forces, so we'd have to kill the heavy mech. No thanks. Suppression of a rebellion. There's a light mech there. Destruction of a water factory on the Liao planet of Warlock. There is a medium mech. I want 300k for it. They accepted. Fantastic. I think I'm getting the hang of this. The trick is to avoid the enemy. Okay, so it's around that way. Gotcha. Well, let's crank this on up. Where is the enemy mech? Is there an enemy mech? There has to be an enemy mech, otherwise it would not give us a battle. There he is. Ooh, look at that. His center torso is actually really injured. I don't think that I can fight him, though. Not in a Jenner. So instead, we're just going to flank around up this way and just go after the objective. I'd really rather not fight that guy. So let's not. Let's do a quick run by here. He is, in fact, moving towards us now, right? Yes, he is. And yeah, that's the guy that wrecked us earlier, the medium. So let's just get on out of here. We do have a guy shoot. He is shooting at us. But I think we're going to be able to outrun him. And let's go ahead and see about taking this place out. And we got it. Fantastic. How much damage did we take? Not a lot. 300k. That's how this is done. I got this. Repair cost of 8k. Yeah. Let's go ahead and reload everything as well. 3,240. Fantastic. Do we have enough to buy a mech? We might have enough to buy a second mech. Oh, not enough to buy a Marauder. Although I would love to buy a Marauder. What are his damage levels there? 6 million, huh? He's got dual PPCs, dual medium lasers, and an AC-5. I would very much like to buy a Marauder. However, that is a little out of reach right now. But at the amount that we've been earning recently, that's actually not going to be too much longer before we can do that. So let's see what else we've got for contracts here. Retrieval of captured mechs. Defense of a field comm unit. Retrieval of stolen property. And that's it. Okay. Well, let's go somewhere else. I don't like those options. Where do we want to go here? Maybe over here-ish? Greeley. Della Cambre. Why is that yellow compared to this one? Oh, I see. It's because it's what I'm mousing over? Or something? I don't know. Great Gorge. Yeah, light. Where to go to? New Certus. You know what? I did look up the story a little bit, and I read that the guy we're looking for is on Land's End. So let's see. No, that's not a search field. Okay, then. Lovely. We have multiple places we can go to, but Maybe it has to be exact? Ah, way up there. Up in the Combine. Well, according to the wiki, that's where we need to go for the storyline. I have no idea what would tell you to go there, but apparently that's what has to happen. Many of the people here have heard of the Blazing Aces and their attacks on Kurita Holdings. Eyes watch you with silent hate. So we can't get a contract here, because the Kurita hate us. Everyone except Davian and Steiner hates us, actually. Okay, let's talk to this guy. You want to meet one of Grig's men? Are you crazy? I suppose it might be possible. Come back tomorrow. If he wants to meet you, he'll be here. By the way, this drink's gonna cost you triple. Risking my neck isn't covered in the regular price. Okay. So, how do we come back tomorrow? Do we just leave and go back? Eye contact and a subtle nod of the bartender's head tells the location of a grim, bearded man sitting in a dark corner. His manner is rude with a barely contained wildness, as if he might explode into violence at any moment. The Mauser and gray M27 needle pistol on his thigh and the vibro blade at his belt promise that this is possible. After a long interview, he finally gives in and says, Grig can sometimes be reached on Tabayama. Tabayama? Yeah, that's a Y. Tabayama. Okay, so where's Tabayama? How much money do we have? Not a lot. So, Tabayama, where are you? How do we get to the search field? There we go. Tabayama. Oh, right there. That's easy enough. Sounds good. Okay, so let's travel there. We're now actually kind of doing this. Discreet inquiries about Grig Griez finally produce results. Two heavily armed and competent-looking thugs provide escort to a secret underground base outside the city. The scene is reminiscent of an ancient Arabian Night holovid. Entertainers, naked but for a few strips of silk, twirl and pulse to the sensuous rhythms of an exotic band. All about, men and women in various states of undress lie on soft cushions, eating, drinking, and indulging in any whim. On a dais above it all, watching with his merciless black eyes, sits the host and master, Grig Griez. His voice is thick and sinister, and his conversation carries no small talk. It's straight to the point. Does your winged skull look like this? He rasps, activating a comm screen. It looked exactly like that. I will trade you this information if you are willing. You must carry some merchants to Dustball for me. My techs will seal it to your body. Oh, merchandise to Dustball. That makes more sense. My techs will seal it to your body with a plastic pseudo-flesh bandage. When you deliver the package on Dustball, my agent there will give you what you seek. Do you agree? Well, I don't see that we have a choice. So we'll agree. That is most excellent. Many of the people here have heard of the Blazing Aces and their attacks on Kurita Holdings. Eyes watch you with silent hate. Okay, so we need to go to Dustball then. So where is Dustball? Over there in Steiner space, where we can actually do something. Fascinating. Well, off we go. The pleasure domes of Dustball are said to be capable of satisfying any desire as long as you have money. In the midst of this hedonistic carnival, a small, unremarkable man approaches and identifies himself as Brown, an agent of Grig Griez. This way, he says, and moves into the crowds. Soon, the lights and people are left behind, and the bright streets give way to dark alleys and disrepair. Through a battered door and across an empty warehouse lies an office with a table and a meager supply of medtech gear. In a few moments, the pseudo-flesh packet is removed, and Brown steps back, wow, wiping his hands with a rag. I'm finding this font a little difficult to read. And now, as to your payment. Grig was most explicit about that. The rag disappears, and you find yourself staring into the barrel of a Nakjama laser pistol. It seems you are to be eliminated. Do we fight, or do we run? Well, he's got a laser pistol. Fighting is probably our best bet if we're in close quarters. A moment is frozen in time as muscles honed for battle snap into the classic Dragon Whip's tail spinning kick. The laser spouts fire as dragon and target meet, and the searing trail of pain, lancing up arm and shoulder, tell the tale, wounded but still alive. The pistol ricochets off the far wall and falls to the floor, its recharge light glowing like a bright red gem. In that second, the pseudo-flesh packet bursts like a fungus spreading its spores. A white, nearly transparent mist blossoms from the pouch. Well, it sounds like it's time to run to me. The gun is on the floor. Something just happened with the packet. Let's get out of there. The packet's distraction allows time for a fast exit. Brown is hard on your heels. The shadows of the warehouse drift across his face as he stares back into the little room. That bastard, he shouts with fury. After all these years, his breathing slows and his tone changes to a death march. I don't know who you are to Grig, or why he wants you dead so bad he'd kill me too, but I do know he was worried you might know about a ship. A jump ship we sometimes use for smuggling. His gaze becomes furtive. Perhaps I can turn the screw on old grease boy. It's called the Stone Arrow, he says as he melts into the darkness. Then from the shadows, watch your back. He won't give up so easy. Okay. So here we are. We don't really know where we need to go next, other than ask about this ship. Jump ship called the Stone Arrow? Weird name. Nope, don't remember hearing of it before, but I could find out. Cost you 25 C-bills for a look, and 75 more if I find something. Check back tomorrow. Okay. Turns out the Stone Arrow comes here from time to time. Heard from a friend, a mine what runs a place over by the port. A friend of mine. Oh, I got it. Right. This guy is, he has an interesting speech pattern. Nobody's seen Captain nor crew for a spell, but get this. Captain's name's Jack. Kangaroo Jack. But that ain't his real name, see? It's really Willard. Willard Puritan. Ain't that a kick? Turns out he's got a brother named Wendell, what drives a scorpion for Smithson's Chinese bandits. They're pulling garrison for Merrick on Gibson. Okay. Garrison on Gibson, huh? Well, let's hop in here. And where is Gibson? Way down there. Well, hopefully Merrick doesn't hate us. We'll go ahead and travel over there. I have no idea how I was supposed to start this, but whatever. Many of the people here have heard of the Blazing Aces and their attacks on Merrick Holdings. Eyes watch you with silent hate. But look at that, we can actually get a contract with Merrick. We should probably do that here in a little bit. First, I want to ask about the jump ship. Pretty quiet around here? Okay. Maybe we have to? Oh hey, look at this. In the last bay on the end squats the spider-like form of an SCP-1N Scorpion, its regular PPC and Marvel 6-load SRM rack augmented by twin autoload heavy mortars and a Sperry Browning machine gun. You don't see many of these anymore. The man cursing over the cabling inside the right front leg turns from his work. The name patch on his coveralls reads Puritan. No, you don't see many. She's one of the last of her kind, he says with a grunt as he pulls a cable free. Conversation is easy as it moves through the modifications he's made to the old mech, but it bogs down when the subject changes to his brother. Willard and me, we don't get along, but I figure if you want to find him, it's probably for a bad reason. He eyes you speculatively and grins. If I were you, I'd look on Delacambra. He's got a woman there. Okay. So our Jenner is fully repaired, yes? Yes, it is. We should probably consider actually doing some more contracts. Oh, hey, look at this. The walk back from the mech complex has a long trek through a rundown industrial center. Some buildings stand gutted with broken glass hanging from blank, cold windows. Others are still in use, but their condition is only marginally better. Halfway, the buildings on the right give way to a long stretch of chain link separating the traffic from 10 Saladin assault hover tanks. Board sentries lean against the sleek, streamlined tanks smoking. A dark figure silhouetted by the wall-mounted lights steps casually from between two buildings. The shadow is unclear, but as he brings his arms to a shoulder level, the unmistakable snap of a gyroslug carbine is followed by the scream of the tiny rocket as it tears the air between him and you. The fence next to your face explodes in a fiery ball. Well, this guy's a ways away. I'm gonna try running. What could possibly go wrong? A short run and a diving roll brings a nearby building wall up in a hard slam. In the compound, the sentries are yelling and taking cover behind the tanks. The sharp report of their machine guns cuts the air. The lone sniper sights down the line of buildings and gets off 2 more shots. Brick disintegrates in a blaze of fire, shrapnel, and masonry. Another round of fire from the compound, and the silhouette vanishes as quickly as it appeared. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we're going to run a couple more contracts and see if we can't build up our company a little bit. See you all then.